Hello, everybody. Mrs. Sullivan. I'm going to explain your climate project for you today. So, you should already be inside the module on climate project right here. To get to this, hopefully, you've already completed number 1 and looked through the climate project instructions. And you are now watching this video to get an idea of what you need to do for your project. There's also a rubric right here that tells you how many points everything is. It is a total of 40 points, basically 10 points a slide. So going through that just to see what points are what would be a good idea. And then number 4 down here, it does specifically tell you websites that you can use. Pretty much almost all of the information that you will need for your project are all here in this. And then you would come down here to this area to work on your project. Now I'm going to go through a few things with you to just explain it a little bit more in detail. So the white slides on here would be the ones that you will see. And I've kind of given some examples. Now, if you've read the instructions, you know already that this is due on Friday, August 28th. So getting the instructions today on Monday, work time the rest of the week. Basically, if you can get 1 slide done per day, then you're going to be pretty good because then you'll be done on Friday, no problem. So when you open up your slides like here, you have the first slide being climate project, your name here. Basically, you're just going to come in here and you are going to erase this and put your name. You can change the background to anything that you would like, any color you'd like, any design that you would like. For example, on mine, I just decided to pick a light blue color, put my name. You could put pictures in there. You could make a design however you want to do it. Now, when you go to the next slide, it's going to talk about the polar zone climates, which we mentioned in the notes, talking about the different zones of latitude. So in the polar zone, there are 3 climates to choose from: subarctic, tundra, and ice cap. You are going to pick one of those to research. You're going to come in here. You'll erase this and put whatever you came up with right here. And then you will delete what is written on here and then start finding your information and putting that right here. Now for me, all I did was put examples of pictures for this moment. I put them in different places just to give you an idea. You can design this slide however you want. If I put it in this way, it's going to be helpful if I just come in and add a text box by clicking this boxed T, and I could just add a text box right here like that. If I want to put borders around it while it's selected, I can come up here and change however big I want those borders to be. I can also decide what color I want it to be. And then there's my text box that I can type in there. I could put one here and I could put one here. The next climate is a tropic zone climate. You've got to choose from tropical wet and dry, humid, subtropical, semi-arid, and arid. Again, type the climate name here and erase all of this. This time, just to give you an example, I put the pictures all on the bottom. In that instance, the text box is already here for me. I could just type all of my information right up here on top. The temperate zone climate, again, erase this, type the name that you choose, and you're choosing from continental warm summer, continental cool summer, maritime, and Mediterranean. This time I put all my pictures over here on the right, and I can easily just click here and type my information. Now, when you are looking up your information and getting that, it's going to be better if you kind of take notes somewhere and write the information down. You do not just want to copy and paste from the internet. That is plagiarism. It's not going to work. It needs to be in your own words. So make sure you're not copying and pasting. Make sure you're typing your information in your own words. Now your last slide is an advertisement slide. This is where you are choosing what a country within one of those climate zones to research a little bit more about, or a tourist area in one of those climate zones. And you are going to kind of try to get people to go visit that place. I picked the Cayman Islands. For this, you're going to have your name of your country. I put come see us soon just to kind of make it more advertisement like. And then I put pictures in kind of random spots. I sat here and I put my information bullet pointed here, but then I also added text boxes in different places. So for example, if I'm talking about the Cayman Islands, I needed to have the name of my tourist area, which is right here. I needed to have at least 3 pictures, which I do. I needed a map showing or a description of what continent the country is located on. So I put located in North America near Cuba. So I have a description and a map. You can have one or the other, but you somewhere on there need to say what continent it is on. I need at least one main physical feature of the area. So talking about a beach, beaches would be a physical feature. The fact that it's an island, and I mentioned that right here. And then the black limestone formations, which are pictured here, those are all physical features and would all count towards that. It also asks for at least one activity you can do in that country. And I have Stingray City right here with a picture showing what that would look like, where you can go and you can hold a stingray, you can touch a stingray, you can feed a stingray, you can kiss a stingray if you want. It's actually a pretty cool little visit. I have been there. Description of what type of clothing you will need for the trip. I put that right here kind of next to this picture of the pool and the beach. So just saying there's lots of beaches and sun and water activities, so make sure to bring bathing suits, shorts, tank tops, and kind of soak up the sun. And then it just says 2 other pieces of information about your country. That's your choice. So I put in here that the capital is Georgetown, and there's shopping and eating and attractions. I also put an interesting fact that you may see chickens in random places, which is true. We were in the capital one time driving through and past a KFC, like this one right here, and there was actually chickens outside of it staring into the door of the KFC and also watching people eat chicken right there outside. So again, 4 slides, and then you should also have another slide after this that has your sources on it, and you can just list those. If you use these right here, if you just put the www.climatetypesforkids.com as your source, that would be fine. If that's the one you use, if you use all of them, then you would need all of them there. If you choose something different, then that would need to be there also. Again, do not use Wikipedia. That's not the best source of information. So just change the slides up to how you want them to be. Make sure you are doing your sources at the end, and make sure you are not copying and pasting information. Make sure you use this instruction page right here to tell you what needs to be on each slide. If you have everything that is on each slide and it is there and easily I can sit and look at it and see that you have all that, you are going to pretty much get a perfect score. So as long as you have everything that you need on the instructions, this should be a nice, easy, really good grade for you. So if you have any questions, let me know. Please email me, or if you are in class sometimes, come see me on those days and we can get this taken care of and we can get a nice little grade in the grade book at the end of the week. So have a good week.